Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my channel where it is a Sunday, actually afternoon, and I'm saying good morning, right? Anyhow, I'm behind on filming as usual, but I'm going to catch up and get some stuff going out forward in the next few weeks because I'm going to be super busy over here in my neck of the woods. And so I was having a really good conversation yesterday with my friend Michelle over at the Hobby Hobbit. And if you've not been to her channel, I encourage you to go over there. She is a very talented and brilliant artist. And she does a lot of really cool stuff on her channel. So I'm always amazed to hear her say, I'm new at this, because watching her, you would think there's no way she's new at this. She's been doing this for years. But yes, go over there and see her and know that she will entertain you for sure. But so back to our conversation yesterday. We were talking about different kinds of journals and future journals and collaborations and just, junk journal stuff in general. And I said I would love to do a trashy journal with her at some point. So we talked about that and made me think I should get out my trashy journal and go through, and maybe not everybody knows what a trashy journal is. So trash journals are trash, things that you would normally throw away. This outside cover was a Trader Joe bag. It was a Trader Joe bag, and then I backed it with some cardboard and some fabric, and then I covered it with images I had taken from a stamp type catalogs, so where you go in and order your stamps and get, samples and whatnot. So then I made this hidden pocket, and inside the hidden pocket is a little mini journal also made out of junk. This was coffee dyed parchment paper, and of course your book pages. This was a brown paper bag, and I gotta cover the first page because it had addresses. And then so I glued these in just for fun to cover up this book page so I could print on it. And I was keeping up with my when I was doing the March Boosted Tier thing. And then of course I kept swaps or tips and stuff like that on there. And let's see, I put in here who I did the swap with, what the swap was for, and then I mailed out Random Act of Kindness in January, and then I mailed out bingo prizes. I had done whale tails for a junk journal New Year's bash. So just different things. And like I said, if you've got words, you can just glue something over those words and continue writing. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is a brown paper bag. No, this was a junk mail envelope. And I just turned it into something to keep notes in. And slid it inside the pocket of the brown paper bag. And then over here I did a belly band with book pages, and then inside I put just different, I think these are addresses as well. Different little pieces of, it's from an envelope. Yeah, not from an envelope, from letterhead. And then I just put those in there just for fun. And then behind the belly band was another pocket right here, like a double belly band, so you could put more than one thing in there. And this was made out of packing paper, and this is all just junk. These were something I found at a yard sale, which were beer coasters, right? So you'd set your beer on them, but they were postcards, so you could mail them to a friend and say that sit back with the Long Table Farmhouse Ale. So you could say you had a Long Table Farmhouse Ale. Here is a business envelope, junk mailer, and then more coffee dyed paper and a couple more of those. So they're just always in there in case, you decide, oh, I want to create this, that, or the other. And then they go in there. And then this was junk mail. This was an envelope, and I just glued something from a stamping book, one of the catalogs you get that advertises stamps. And so I just glued it on there, and I fixed it so you could see it through the window. And then down here is washi tape. And then this page was falling out, so I just used a scrap piece of paper, actually from an advertisement, like a junk mailer, and glued it in there to fix it. Here's a pocket, or eventually will be a pocket. And then the back side of that envelope, business. And then this was one of those catalog envelopes, and I glued it to a regular envelope, and then inside of it it says Wish, and I got that from some magazine. And then inside of here is just a piece of stationery from that letter with some Monopoly money and a piece of piano paper. And so I got that in a Happy Mail, so I just put it in there because it was not store-bought to me. Okay, and then this is those pecans, maple pecan glazed mix you can get from Wally World. And in here I put paint supplies, so that if you're out somewhere and you want to sketch in watercolor, you can. And then same thing there. And then this is a pocket I watched 143 Handmade make on her channel, and she shows how to make those. If you go back and look, you just fold the tops of the paper down like you're going to make an airplane, okay, and then you fold it in half, and then fold it in half again, and you can put it anywhere in your journal you want. So that's what that is. Was it on here? I don't know if I want to put it back on there. It doesn't really matter. And then paper clip that on. And then this is the back side of an envelope. Back side of an envelope. And then this is just a piece of envelope I put in there. So I haven't done anything in this journal in a long time, but I will. Okay, this is a junk mail envelope. And then I used one of my stamps, and I just stamped a heavy, I think it was a fly paper out of a book. I stamped that and slid it in there, and then I went all around the edge with my little bee stamps, you see. And then here's some more coffee dyed parchment paper. There's another one of those book pages that I watched 143 Handmade make. And this is another junk mailer. And then paper out of an Iris catalog. Another one of those book pages on folds. Business. This was out of a Brex catalog for Iris lovers. A business envelope. And then some book pages, and another one of those instant, I guess, tag pocket. And you can take them out in. Here's a junk mailer. The back of that catalog page, back of a business envelope, back, and this is the front of a Red Cross envelope, and I just actually put it in backwards. So this is the back side of that envelope, and then this is the back side of that envelope. And then the last one, this is a brown, like a heavy duty craft type paper envelope that I turned into a pocket, or a book, signature page with a pocket. And this is just the copy dyed paper, and then an old book. It's a large book, so I just folded it in half and put it in here. So, and then I kept this, and I gotta tell you guys, Linda D, A Life to Live, had a channel called Linda's Mixed Up Mess. And I used to just watch her religiously, and God rest her soul, she passed away in October, early October, maybe, I want to say the 15th, but I had watched her keep stuff like this and then put it in a journal, and I was thinking I'd get a little Brad, and put something like that in there. But yeah, so Linda, wherever you're at, you're well thought of and well remembered. Okay, so here is a brown paper bag. Oh no, this is actually Amazon packing paper, and I just sewed a bunch of them together and then made a signature in the book with it. So these are pretty good. And then there was a hole there, so I just took a piece of washi tape and repaired it. So that's what this is, and you can see I have not finished this book in any shape, form, or fashion. And then here's a flip out envelope and another brown paper bag, and then back here I put a business envelope and I glued them together, so there's a pocket on this side, there's a pocket on that side, and there's also a pocket here. So this becomes a 1, 2, 3 pocket, and you could actually make it 4 if I had just glued down this part of the envelope. You could have made it 3 pocket and then a 1 tuck, but I didn't. And then back here is the back of the Trader Joe's paper bag, and then I just glued this piece of it down and made this pocket. And then in here, this is the business envelope, of course, and then I just used washi tape there and glued it down. So it kind of decorates the front. And then this is packing paper, almost like a tissue paper. And then I just put it together and then sew down the middle to make a little notebook. Same thing here. This is just packing paper sewn together to make a little notebook. And then this is, of course, a brown paper bag, or that packing paper sewn together to make a little notebook and some writing space. And this all goes back into there. And then the back of the Trader Joe's brown paper bag. Now I did stiffen it up and put cardboard in here so that it's not super flimsy. So anyhow, there you go. That is a trash journal. Some people will only put straight up solid trash in theirs. I do a mix. I do things like washi tapes, stamps, book pages, and that sort of a thing. And then in one of these pages, I thought I had put, that's in a different journal. Hang on, I'll show you another journal that I'm doing similar to this. Okay, and this one is where? I know it's here. I found it. Okay, guys, so this one is inspired by I cannot believe she's like one of my favorite people. Journaling with a Budget, fun life. Okay, sorry, Irene, I'll get it right here. And I'm going to encourage you to go over to her channel as well. Her channel is, and I always, you know what, the Hobby Hobbit, I get her name screwed up, and then I get Irene's channel name screwed up too. And her YouTube channel is, well, Let me get there. I was looking over on Etsy. Okay, I'm getting there. Subscriptions. Okay, she is Fun Life on a Budget. I knew I'd get that right, Irina. So she does the Gigantic Book of Ideas, and she's actually, I think, on volume 2 or 3. And she does, she just does a regular book, and in it she puts things that she just has on hand. So here's this tag, and I just glued it down that says "Be Amazed." And then this was out of my die cuts, and it's just a corner pocket. And then each of these little things are writing spaces, so I have that. And this is kind of a trashy. I mean, I'm using some new stuff to make old stuff, but this is just a pocket that I made with my scraps. And then I just put this little notebook in it with some of my scrap paper, and it really dresses up. Come on, go back in there, that corner. And then of course there's a little place to journal. See, and it goes in there. And then those little flowers are, when I was doing this inking, I was inking on a piece of paper, and then I just kept those little pieces of paper that I had inked, and I took my paper punch, punched out those little flowers, and then of course I stuck the little blingy bling centers of the flowers on with some stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree. So see, it does not take much, guys. You can take, and then here is a fold out. And then this I thought was kind of a cool idea. This is one of those scented sachets you get like from the Dollar Tree. And then I just glued it to this tab that was sticking out. And then I cut it and turned it into a pocket. And then I put all of this ephemera in there. Right? So see? This holds ephemera from an art book. I don't remember which art book it was. But that's all these pictures are. It's just pictures I got from an art book. Either somebody gave it to me or I purchased, but I have all of this ephemera in there. So in case, there's a little lemon and a clam. Interesting. And then portraits, like I said, just portrait after portrait. Some of them are farm, some of them are beach, some just landscape. That one's cute. That's a poinsettia. And then that's an, I want to bet, I'm thinking egret. So see, and then I just had them all put in the pocket here in case I want to journal and pull something out of there. And then this is an envelope, and I'm pretty sure I was going to make a belly band with a hidden writing spot, probably. That would be my guess. And then another flip out brown paper bag, magazine. This is an old hospital file tab divider. This my friend Elaine gave me. And this is probably just out of an old magazine. Some certificate paper I wasn't using. And then here's another. This is that the other part of that envelope. The other part of this. See? And then I just put it over to make a pocket on this side and a pocket on that side. So then see, this just has more of those art portraits from that book or magazine. I think it was a book. And I just cut it all out because I thought, well, you never know when the mood will strike you to use this sort of thing. So that's where it all goes. This is from one of those, oh my gosh, I saw 143 Handmade use these too, and I can't remember the name of them. They're a specific magazine that has some really cool stuff in it. Got poems and really nice ephemera and pictures in it. And I have one. I come across it later. Spring collection. And like I said, it just has, if you're watching, Liz, maybe you can help with the name of that. It's like a poem book. See, this slides off so it doesn't have to stay. It's not permanent. So you just slide it on and off. And then more of the just old stuff, you know, just things that I have that should be glued down, I think. But and then this was one of those test scores. You know, remember when you bubbled in the right answer? Piece of that. And then this is going to be a pocket. And then an envelope. And I have to cover this part of the envelope up and open that. And then that's just back side of an envelope. Probably of this envelope right here, I would imagine. No, it's different. This one. It's the back of this one. Yeah, it's the back of that one. So, and that's what I like about these, is you can just stick all kinds of stuff in there. You know, it doesn't have to be anything special. Just stuff you stick in there, and then, you know, you decorate the pages, which I think is a lot of fun. And this, I recall, this is a Happy Mail I sent for Home Depot. Nope, this is a Home Depot receipt for something, and Hobby Lobby for fabric. Woo! Y'all, I spent $59 on fabric. Oh, I know what this was. I did, if you go back and you look at my Fox House Creations YouTube channel, you'll see where I did a rehab on a Barbie dollhouse a little girl had destroyed, and I remodeled. Okay, so this is my Easter color metallic paints, and I just painted this music page with it, and then I made one of those book page tags like I saw 143 Handmade make. So that's what that is. And then this is just, this my friend Elaine gave me. It's a pattern for a large coin envelope. And then this is a pattern for a card. And so you would fold it this way, right? And then just make your card. So I kept that. That my friend April gave me. So I just keep everything, right? And so this was a Barbie dollhouse that I remodeled, and I kept that. That's why that was in there. Okay. So guys, you see, when you just put together trash, it doesn't make a foo-foo, you know, not a beautiful foo-foo journal, but it makes a really cool, fun junk journal. And it is the difference between a journal, and I'll show you. This is a journal because it's made from a kit, and it is super fancy, right? I'm pretty sure this slides out. Yeah, see? Now that's made from a kit, and it is super duper fancy. So this would be a journal that I have not finished yet, but I'm totally working on. See, totally working on it. Journal, junk journal. And that is the difference. And I love doing kits. Don't get me wrong. You'll see me do doing a guest design projects right now, and I'm on a design team. So I love the kits, but for therapeutic reasons, I got to come back to, you know, junk. You know, making things out of junk is what's fun. Y'all saw my little tea bag journal that I made. Now it was from a kit, but I made the book itself, the journal itself, the cover, out of an old tea box. And then I have this guy that I've got to get back to. I think I have him upside down. Yeah, what happened was I had taken this butterfly and I had put him on the wrong side. He was on the back, so I screwed that up and repaired it. But see, now I'll go in, and I was doing the Temu Tuesday with this journal, but I just got too busy, guys. But I am still working on it. I mean, I'm doing things in it, and it'll be a fun journal to finish. Very spring-like, right? Very spring-like. So yes, so anyhow, I need to finish this one. This one would be fun, or it's going to be fun. So anyhow, yes, that's what I'm doing. See, very nice. And then it's already made and ready for me to embellish, but I just haven't got around to it yet. And then I have, this is a kit. Now this is the design team I'm on. This is one of Decorate Your Life's paper kits. And this is one of the first ones I purchased, and it's got lots of nice stuff in it, and it's basically finished, but I'm still adding stuff to it. Just I got to tab the pages and put a few more things in it, but you know, I could actually call this one done. And then opens up. Here's another signature here. So you see, this is what I call a journal. This is what I call a junk journal. And I like the junk journals because there's just so much to see, right? So much to see. Okay, and by the way, if you want to purchase this kit, it is decorateyourlife.com. She has an Etsy shop, but you get to see just her stuff if you go over to her web store. See? So cool. Alright guys, I appreciate you coming along and doing the walkthrough with me, and stay tuned. I've got some other stuff in the works, and you know, I think I'm going to just keep this with me for a bit and work some in here. Miss this journal. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.